So we start off with Kaká in the tunnel walking towards the pitch, and this game did come out in 2010, so it's been a very, very long time since then. Of course, the servers do not work for FIFA 11 anymore. It looks like EA are working to address the problem. That is a big lie. Immediately, once you start up FIFA 11, you get put into the practice arena, and this game does have the 360 dribbling, so dribbling does feel pretty smooth. Everything feels pretty good. The pace of the dribbling and also the shot power and the shooting seems to be pretty fun. Look at that, nice goal. This game also featured all the good features from the practice arena. You've got the one-on-ones, the practice set piece, the practice match, create a set piece, and select sides. From here, you press the start button and it takes you to the main menus. So very simple layout here. You've got stats that come up that you can check out, like your games played and your last 5 games and stuff like that. We've got the game modes where you have career mode. Apparently there's a new thing there. Tournaments, create tournament, live season, and lounge mode. And we've also got Xbox Live, which has your head-to-head team play friendlies and your lobbies and your FIFA 11 store, which wouldn't work anymore. And then we've got Virtual Pro. My FIFA 11 has the replay feeder where you can view your saved replays and upload them. My Music and Chants. Personalize your FIFA 11 by importing your own music and chants. Creation Center was also there. Edit teams, arena options. So this is where you can change your stadium. The practice arena did come with a few different stadiums. So you had Africa, North America, South America, Southern Europe, Eastern Europe, Central Europe, United Kingdom, and Asia. Tutorial videos were there as well for players, and there was also your game settings. Let's take a look at the soundtrack because I want to see what songs they had at the time. I don't know if I remember any of these, but I'm sure if I heard, the songs, I would remember them. I just don't know the names. How am I supposed to remember the soundtrack if I didn't buy the game at the time? Yeah, of course I don't remember it. So if we go to kickoff mode now, there is a new mode called Be a Pro Goalkeeper. Play as a goalkeeper and experience the highs and lows of being the man between the sticks. So basically before the game, you can practice being a keeper. Good save. There we go. Oh no, the rebound fell straight back to him. The problem with this mode is that you can't see your goalkeeper with this camera angle, but I believe you can change the camera angles around. But if you can't see your goalkeeper, you can always just bring him up the field as well. Look at that. We're going to take over here. Van der Sar, what's he doing here? Look at this. Oh, he almost went straight through them all. If I was to play this mode, I would definitely just stay up front. I'd try to score with a goalkeeper. That would be me. I would not play at the back. Just going to pick it up. Essentially, you could just run around the field and be all positions. Look at this. We're going to get the ball here. And unfortunately, our touch is horrendous today. But this is just a little bit of fun. And obviously, the CPU is going to try and score when you're not in goals. So we have entered career mode. And apparently, there's 3 modes. We've got the player career mode and the traditional manager career mode. But we also have the player manager career mode, which was new at the time. It was only in FIFA 11 and FIFA 12. Let's start with player career mode. I'm not expecting too much in these old career modes. So of course, you can create a pro, use a real player, or use your virtual pro as well. We've got Andrew Thomas here, and as you can see, the customization and the setup seems to be pretty good. The manager sees you as a prospect player and is offering you £2,500 a week. That's pretty good wages for a prospect player. We hope you'll accept this offer and be part of the future success of the club. This contract will be under review if you do not meet the following objectives. Become a reserve player in the first season. They had TalkSport as an official news company in the game as well, which was pretty cool. Here is your main menus for player career mode. Look how basic this is. This was done in 5 minutes on Photoshop for sure. On the left, you've got advanced calendar, my career, TalkSport.net, settings, and quit. There's nothing to do here. There's no features. This has to be one of the worst career modes ever. You've got the news in the middle, the table on the right, but there's nothing to do. You just check your schedule, I guess. You can sim to date as well in this game. And then you've got My Career, which just gives you some sort of summary. And then there's Talk Sport, which is just your news, and settings. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do in this game besides play the matches. But yeah, off the field, this game really had no features. So yeah, it must be one of the worst career modes. The only thing we can do in player career mode today is just quit. Don't even waste your time here. Now we move on to manager career mode. Let's see if that's any better than player career mode. We've got the standard setup at the start. This was your manager customization, your first name, your last name, your nationality, and board difficulty, which means you'll have more money at your disposal or less money at your disposal. The board want to give you £6,000 a week. This contract will be under review if you do not meet the following objective. Finish top 2. We've also got Talk Sport Radio here, which talks about unproven manager announced. Here is your manager career mode menus, and look at this. Advanced calendar, my career, squad transfers, talk sport, settings, and quit. There's no features here. There's no sponsors. There's no staff upgrades by the looks of it. This is not very good, is it? My career just has your summary there. And then we've also got the squad, which has your team management, contracts, player growth, kit numbers, and back. The transfers, which has buy players, sell players, and budget allocation, negotiation history. And that's basically it. There's nothing to do here. You've got your reputation underneath there, right at the bottom left. But I can imagine at the time, a lot of people would have been pretty bored playing this manager mode because it took out all the features that the older career modes had on the PS2. I like how they put the quit button right underneath there, easy to access, because that's what most people would have done at the time. And now we move on to the player manager career mode, which is basically just going to combine the two things. It's going to have no features already. I'm not expecting anything in this mode. At the start, you have your manager mode settings, and then you move on to creating your player. We've got Dan Brown here today. The board is happy to give you 9,600 per week. Player manager career mode has the same sort of menus, but that's pretty much it. Essentially, you just have all the manager stuff that you have to do, like transfers and squad management. But the only difference here is that you can put your own virtual player on the field. So if you go to the squad, you can go and get your guy. Right at the bottom there, Dan Brown, and we'll just make him a striker. So that's basically the player manager career mode. I guess the only cool feature about FIFA 11 career mode was the assistant coach assessment for player growth. The assistant coach would tell you if there's nothing to report, if a player has almost maxed out his potential, like Rooney. This guy has high potential, give him playing time. Federico Makeda, what happened to him? He scored that one goal in injury time, and I haven't seen him since. So I thought this was pretty cool. It does let you know very easily which players are starting to decline, which ones have passed their peak, like Van der Sar, and which players need game time to reach their high potentials. We're going to have a quick exhibition match here, 4-minute halves. It's going to be Barcelona versus Real Madrid. So here we go, there's the new camp, and obviously the graphics are showing their age. Look at the fans, very pixelated. They're all doing the same sort of animations. It is a game made on Xbox 360. It is a game made in 2010, so you can't expect too much. It is definitely showing its age. But at the time, when you're a kid, or even just a younger person, and there's nothing better, you think this is the best graphics to ever exist. From this camera angle, you can't really see the players' names on the back of their shirts, even the numbers are blurry, so the render distance is not very good. And I'm not sure if we're playing on 1080p or 720p. I presume it's 60 FPS. But I'm not really a fan of this camera angle, I don't like it. Passing the ball around feels pretty good, very responsive, and the game speed seems to be alright. You don't really see this animation anymore. Look at that, he's sitting on the sideline right there. I love how you can just go into the instant replay and look at your player that's sitting on the floor. And there is a good chance for Real Madrid. We block it, but Scott McBeanie calls for the handball. And now we've got an injured guy trying to come off the field. Surely Ronaldo's not going to miss. I'm going to dive left, see what happens. Oh, good save by Valdez. Even on professional difficulty, they shut you down, you know. It's not that easy of a difficulty. We actually really haven't had that much possession or good chances. Abidal plays it up the field to Piqué, and we're going to hit it over the top to Adriano. This could be our first chance here. Adriano's still got it. We've got Messi on the back post. Can we find him? Yes, we do, and there's the goal. We've had a difficult half. Haven't really done much. That's a nice challenge. And the keeper didn't come out. And Villa gets a second chance here. Maybe a third. Nah. Xavi whips it in. Oh, he's done well. And there we go. Oh, the cutback almost worked. It's a penalty. Turns out it's a handball. Look at this. There's your VAR check. Let's see what Messi does here. We're going to go right. Oh no, I forgot about the composure bar. Oh my goodness. So there's only a few minutes left, and I really enjoyed FIFA 11 today. The gameplay seems to be pretty good. Responsive. Plays like those FIFA 12, FIFA 13 games, which is always a good thing. So I think, yeah, people must have liked it at the time. Obviously, the crew mode absolutely sucks. There's nothing to do on there. So don't waste your time if you're on the Xbox 360 and want to play career mode. There's nothing to do. But in terms of on-the-field action, it seems pretty good. You've got the 360 dribbling, so that's always good. And the graphics obviously don't hold up these days, but in terms of the overall experience, seems to be one of those good FIFA games.